I haven't said it out loud yet, so I'm sorry in advance. Okay, so I gotta take it back a few years, 5 years actually, now over 5 years, to New Year's Eve of 2015. I went to a party hosted by a friend of the guy that I was not seeing, specifically because I actually wanted to be hanging out with the guy that was at somebody else's wedding that night, like here. And so I went in, there was a few people that I knew. I think Jack was there, it was Casey Klein's party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were probably there. There's a lot of faces I didn't know. And so I'm in the kitchen, I'm filling my cup, and I'm talking to some strangers about the new Star Wars movie that came out because I was obsessed. And of course, a few shots later, it turned into us singing the various theme songs a cappella, as one does after a few shots. And then all of a sudden, this grinning girl joins our circle with an attitude and this personality that's just like, "Hi, I'm here, what's going on? This looks like fun." And I went, "Whoa, okay, who's this person?" And after a few more shots and chatting some more, we found out, oh my God, we know a bunch of the same people that we grew up with, and we even went to the same school, but we didn't know each other. And we also both love singing. So I'm sitting there going, well, why don't you come check out the choir that I'm in? And she's like, oh my God, are you serious? I'm like, yes, I am, calm down. She was so enthusiastic, and I was skeptical because most of the time you meet somebody new and they're super enthusiastic about seeing you again. And that yes, definitely is actually a no chance Virgo, but you don't find out till later. She did show up to our choir rehearsal, and she ended up joining. And then the next spring, we went to New York City to tour with our choir, but the rest of the crew went the expensive pre-planned route, and we're like, how do we do this on the cheap? Because we're both working. And so we figured it out, and we went together, and that trip actually sealed the deal. It was like 6 months of BFF relationship building crammed into 4 days about boys and dating and background and family and siblings and everything crammed into 4 days. And, New Year's Eve, we became friends, loosely, but that trip really, was the spark and where we actually clicked. And sharing a hostel in Chinatown in Manhattan is how you do that if you need reference. That's what happens. I could say a million super deep, squishy emotional things about Shay, but I won't cry. That you physically feel that spark and that click with, those are the ones that stick around. And those are the ones that are it. So we've had lots of adventures together, and we even have some pre-planned for this year, because obviously. And the other adventures I went on in the past years by myself or with Danny, Shay was nice enough to stay at our house and keep the hot tub running, and keep the cat company, and watch over things for me. And one of these times she asked if she could have a friend over, and I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, as long as they're not a serial killer or arsonist, have a ball. You know where the liquor's at, the drugs are in the cabinet. And I asked, like, who is this mystery guest? And she said, Simon. And I was like, well, Simon who? You gotta give me more than that, girl. And she said, Simon Reed, and my brain went, because that click happened so hard and so fast, and I went, of course. Oh my God. And for those of you that don't know, Simon and I have actually known each other since I was like 14 or 15. We go even further back. He was in drama with my brother, who's older than me. And so my first year of high school, I had a familiar face in the halls. And in drama, when I had the courage to actually try out for stuff, he was there, and he was one of the people who encouraged me on. And so it was nice to have him around the Bothell High hallways. He's been a parent favorite at cast parties, asking mom if he can help in chatting up dad. My parents were super thrilled about this union, to say the least. And he even elected to sleep on the living room floor a few times so we could have a couch, and I'm pretty sure Gradlin was right next to him. Simon is someone who everybody loves and never forgets, and always has a positive outlook on life, whatever angle you're looking at it. He's one of those people, like, look at those eyes. Look at that. How do you not see them? So all those attributes, of course, just made this so much more obviously meant to be when she told me his name. So after learning which Simon she was talking about, who's going to be staying in my house with Shay, oh my God, I instructed her to get in that hot tub and throw herself at him immediately. You do that now with my permission. Break it, I don't care. And while the throwing of oneself did not happen that night, it did happen at the impending glue party that happened that winter, which I am very thankful for. And that there's nothing wrong about a girl throwing herself at a guy, whatever the situation is. Yeah. So clearly the clicks don't lie when it comes to the people that you meet. And the rest of that story is in front of us and in front of both of you. So I ask everybody to join me in raising their glass and clicking it together for Shane and Simon, to them and their future and other babies to come. Cheers!